Hello, hello, hello. Hey, thank y'all for being here. Hey, I'm just getting some information and I wanted to share with you guys. There's been a tragedy at the parade that Kansas City Chiefs were celebrating, and they had the parade because the Chiefs just won and they were celebrating. And this is just coming in from several news sources that there is a tragedy that has taken place. A shooter has apparently gone out there, opened fire. Multiple people injured. I believe one people is deceased. I'm gonna go ahead and run my intro, and then I'm gonna pull up the video so you guys can take a look. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV, church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina and Clovis, special guests. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
All right. Hello, hello, everybody. Let me go ahead and put these banners up real quick. And actually, I see one program that's going live. So I'm going to go ahead and share that right now. And then we will have a conversation. Let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys.
Of clothing because they were so close to some of the victims. That is what's so disgusting and so saddening from a moment just like this.
Yeah. And as far as you asked about the scene, I mean, behind us, and again, if you're just joining us, I know we've said this, but it bears repeating in case you're just joining us. You see baby strollers, you see kids' blankets, you see children's folding chairs that people just left. I mean, I'm sure there are phones and wallets and people just in a panic left. We talked to one, I don't remember if he was a police officer or a state trooper, who had to borrow my phone after it happened because he ran so quickly to where the shots were being fired. He had lost his phone. He had to check in with dispatch. I mean, that tells you, just it gives you an idea of the chaos.
So now it still is a fluid scene. And as Dia and Cameron mentioned earlier, some of these numbers are evolving. Some of them are changing. So bear with us as we work to get the latest details. In fact, we were on that stage that was just a stone's throw from the stage where Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and several of the players were. And we tried to bring you the most detailed information. That too then became part of the crime scene. So we were pushed back and back as they still try to investigate what happened.
We will stay out here. We will continue to gather details. Right now, we're getting the most information really from our crews who have managed to talk to people who were there. But we're waiting to get any reports from police here at our location. We'll certainly pass that back to you as soon as we get it. And just thinking of those families who have been impacted, thinking of those who are injured. We know at least one dead, thinking of that family left grieving tonight.
Indeed. I know in the meantime, there are still some family members waiting to be reunited with their family members because they're on the other side of the memorial, on the other side of Union Station, or because they can't get to their vehicle because their vehicle is now in the midst of this crime scene that's behind us.
And much like many of you at home, we were wondering what happened, where were the locations. I heard Mick, he was on the stage with us, obviously, talking about what it seemed to him. And it truly did seem as though there were shots coming from one location. Something happened inside Union Station. We don't know what because they came running out. And then it seemed as though there was something on the other side. So a lot of questions right now. We're waiting to learn where it happened, what happened, just like many of you.
Yes, indeed. And we're glad the 41 crew is safe. Moments after the shots rang out, several of us had to take to the ground, and all is well here amongst KSHP 41. But we are grieving along with everyone here in the KC Metro after such a jovial day turned tragic.
Cameron, Dia, we'll toss things back to you there in the studio.
Caitlin, Kevin, thank you. We have a statement from the Kansas City Chiefs, which reads, "We're truly saddened by the senseless act of violence that occurred outside of Union Station at the conclusion of today's parade and rally. Our hearts go out to the victims, their families, and all of Kansas City." We're in close communication with the mayor's office as well as the Kansas City Police Department. They confirm that all of their players, coaches, staff, and their families are safe and accounted for. And they end their statement by thanking local law enforcement and first responders who were on the scene there to assist.
I really think it bears repeating. I am so glad our crews are safe. They ducked for cover. Some of them even continued doing their job, speaking with people. And we're praying and grieving with the families who were impacted tonight. This has impacted the entire Kansas City community. It's something, unfortunately, we will always remember.
We want to go to some of those people who were there on the scene when those shots rang out and chaos ensued.
Actually, the children that we know and physically in our family are
Her
in
leg
Children's
is
Mercies
broken.
right now. Her
We
leg is
just found
broken.
out that her leg is broken, and so now we're just praying around the grounds because we can't go in. So
From what?
I guess from running of
Yeah.
it's more like a stampede. I'm
Yeah.
thinking is
A lot
what
of the
was
children
happening.
hurt from that.
A lot. We saw people getting picked up, men, women gathering their kids
Yeah.
immediately, so that way they can get out the way.
The only thing that you can do is you resort back into your hope. Where your hope lies, you can only be like, okay, God, something has to change now. I mean, it's
Amen.
crazy to go from celebrating to having a
Mourning.
painful experience where people are passing away or dying or being, stampeded and hurt and harmed. God led us back down here to begin to pray, and everything is foundational on prayer.
You described it as your worst nightmare when that happened. Is that accurate?
Yes, it can be a nightmare. Your children, you never want your children to ever go through this. You don't want anybody to ever, be hurt. I mean, Kansas City is such an amazing place, and we want everybody to be safe at all times. But to the fact that you can go from that to gunshots being gone off, and you're thinking there's fireworks, but it's gunshots and somebody's getting killed. I mean, it's a nightmare. But we're here to spread hope through prayer.
Said to her, I think that was something over there. And she's like, oh, it's fine, Heather, it's fine. And then I saw yellow vests like running and people running. And I'm like, I don't think it's fine.
It was such a great, fun environment until that moment.
Just so disappointing because we are major Chiefs fans and we just wanted to celebrate with everybody else.
I probably won't come to the parade again. It makes me so sad. It's my
Wow.
third one and love it. Like, we spread love in Kansas City, and I can't believe it happened here. I'm so sad. It's not in our city. Like, I just didn't expect this to happen here.
None of us did.
Nobody did. And this is not Kansas City.
We're going to go out to Megan Abundis, who is live for us at University Health. We're waiting a press conference, Megan, hopefully an update on the condition of the victims who are being treated there. I know you've been alongside their families. Please bring us the latest.
We're hoping to get an update in the next few minutes here from hospital staff. They have said that they are treating 8 people with gunshot wounds from Union Station, and 2 of those victims are in critical condition, and they say 4 others have non-gunshot injuries. I mean, just to think about the pure number of people who have come through this hospital through an ambulance and all of their family members here who have been awaiting answers. I mean, we saw large groups of people in Chiefs uniform waiting outside the emergency room because there wasn't enough room to get in the doors. So they were taken to the chapel around the corner so they could reconnect with their family members. I mean, we're expecting to hear from the chief clinical executive officer to talk about the conditions of these people. It's truly heartbreaking to hear that people are saying this is their last parade, or this has affected them in a way that they can never forget. I mean, yeah, it's sad to think about. So we're going to give you that update in just a couple minutes to go, and we'll give you the latest there.
Thanks, Megan, for that update. We are expected to hear from Police Chief Stacey Graves and Mayor Quinton Lucas within the next few minutes. We'll have a live picture of that, and here it is right there. Any minute now. This press conference is supposed to start at 5. We're 12 minutes past the hour now. Give or take a few minutes. This is what happens in a situation like this. They're probably gathering information, so we have the latest.
And another thing to note, we're again expecting that live update from University Health. Whichever is live first, I assume we will bring you on the air, but I assure you we will record the other press conference, and we're going to bring you those updates live from our first responders, live from law enforcement, the mayor, the people who are treating the victims, really to try to help this city calm and start to move forward and hope.
All right, you guys. So there you have it. I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that this is taking place. This is the second story I'm doing today where we are talking about these guns and weapons and multiple injuries. This has just got to be a way that we got to find a way to get this under control. I'll let you guys know when I get some more updated information on this, but a friendly parade turns into tragedy. Now you've got people saying that they're afraid they're not going to be coming back to any more parades. They're afraid to do that. You've also got, like the gentleman said, he believes that God is trying to get us back to going back to prayer. And I'm going to agree with him on that. But what do we do? What do we do? Now people are saying they want to go back in their homes. They're afraid to come out their homes. But you guys, a friendly Chiefs parade, and someone comes out there and just opens fire on the crowd. You guys, it's running live on a lot of you guys' channels as well. So y'all go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much for the praying hands. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Odomia 90. Appreciate you. All right, you guys, I'm going to be back for some more stuff. I got to get ready to have some more programs come up. Click that like button, click the subscribe button. Make sure that you're subscribed. If you're watching this on one of our other platforms, make sure you come on over here to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Look for the red mug and microphone and subscribe today and hit that notification bell to be reminded when we go live. You guys continue to pray for everyone. You know, we can't just limit our prayers. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We can't just limit our prayers to one area now. We have got to have our prayers be worldwide, because we limit it to one area, then something happens in another area. So let's just get these prayers out here as a form of worldwide prayer to do our part of what we can to try and get this stuff under control. Prayer does work, you guys. I know during times like this, it may seem like it doesn't, but I am still a strong believer in God still has the power to help and to heal and to stop these things from happening. We just have to continue to do our part. And sometimes we get away from our part, and our part is very simple. And it is this: pray for one another. Come on now. Prayer changes things. Thank y'all for being here. I'll see y'all on the next one.